Morning. Right, I'm going to have a go at line and wash for this sort of snow scene, so I'll use a couple of old brushes for that. I like the longer. This is probably number one rigger. Let's try that one there. Okay. Right. Okay. That should do. It's a couple of brushes there. I've added a couple of little buildings there in the distance. A couple of figures. I don't know how they'll work out. Right, what I've done is to put a bit of black acrylic on the paper. So we'll oops, got a bit of a rogue hair there. Okay, so let's just should start the other side really, because I'm work across, otherwise I might. These are quite fun to do. I've done lots of them over the years. A bit of ivy on some of these, maybe. Don't want to have too many competing elements or too many things repeating themselves. It's difficult to say, or easy to say, but difficult to in practice. You think, well, that looks good, I'll do another one of those. And then before you know where you are, you've got a regiment of clouds or trees, all looking the same. So one big one there and one smaller one. Put some bit of. Could do that with the paint. So let's just get this little ridge here coming across here. I'm not sure how the landscape's going to go at the back of this, but I'll just. No, just. Try and get pleasant shapes on your branches, twigs, the canopy listeners. Right, okay, we'll probably thicken that up a little bit with some colour. Right, that'll do for that side. I'm not going to put any ink work in the back. We can just put a bit of a fence. It's all painting with acrylic paint in there. don't want too much of the snow here. We can do that with some sienna. I've got an order, some artist quality, but they're not the price of Winsor & Newton. I'm finding that the Cotman, for using the way I'm using it at the moment, are just a bit too weak for scrubbing in my little paint box here. So I found that the artist quality are very, very easy. A bit of water in there and they're there. You don't have to scrub away at them. So I'm not decrying the Cotman, but I don't think over the years that they've improved. Obviously, Winsor & Newton want you to spend money on their more expensive stuff, which is understandable. And I wouldn't even say that's because it's owned by the French. But we'll see how we go. I've got ordered them from Jackson's. See, Patrick Leigh-Greaves uses them, and he's a very fine watercolour painter. I love what he does. We will share and learn, hopefully progress. Right, let's I'm trying to get all my trunks and branches to taper as we go into the top of the tree, into the canopy. Right, that's quite good. Right, let's just... Oh, it's going to be heavy. Never mind. This is a lot cheaper than buying a lot of buying pots of ink, proper acrylic black ink, and letting it go mouldy in the bottle, or at least separating and well, that is too similar to that now, so I'm going to just add some more. Oh, I sad news about Sir Roger Moore's demise. He often used to phone up my favourite radio station, LBC. Right, I'm getting there, slowly. Right, okay, so that's slightly different now. I've put all the weight on one side all I could do now is just wash it in. Get a bit of a fence up here. Right, that'll do. Clean the brush. Remove my little water pot that I've got here. Nice and clean. So, right, I'll move my water pot here. This is going to be, well, a wet in wet. I'm going to dry that, so take your headphones off, but make sure it's dry. Look, I've got a little pot of paint that I've hooked onto my easel down there. It's a good arrangement, provided you don't knock it, which I do from time to time. Put that aside. So I've got my big water pot on the right, got a nice piece of cloth to my right as well. So here we go. Right, wet the paint. Oh no, I'm going to dry. Must dry, otherwise it'll go all over the place. Right, I think that's good enough. Right, got my paints down on the floor, so we'll give it a bit of a wet. Now this is for the Fabriano, £130. It's the cheaper paint, paper that I use. And I buy it in big blocks of 100 sheets, 15 inches by 11. I've got my board at about less than 30 degrees, probably about 25 degrees. Which is quite a nice angle, it doesn't run all over the place. Got my paints, there we are, in this Ziploc bag. I'll give them a bit of a spray as well. I'm going to find my spray, we've done it. There it is. Right, spray, just give it a little bit of lubrication. We've got, these are mostly Cotman watercolours. Apart from that yellow, that's cadmium yellow, that's artist quality. The red, the light red, you don't really need artist quality for that, that's saturated pretty much. But I've ordered the Hooker's Green, burnt sienna, a cadmium yellow light, I think a yellow ochre, ultramarine and a cobalt blue. That's my starter. Tubes of 21mm, the same size as the Cotman, but obviously they're a bit more expensive. In fact, they're not that much more expensive, about £1.50 or so. Right, just get that nice and flat, and I'll put in a bit of a light red and a bit of a sienna. And a bit of alizarin. Alizarin's quite a saturated colour. It's some of the blues and the siennas and that I struggle with. I'll put a bit of warm reflected on the snow. Okay. We'll have a bit of blue and a bit of light red, mostly snowy sort of clouds. See, the ultramarine is quite hard to get any out of that. It's been on there for a long time. Right, okay, that'll do for a snowy sort of bright sky. Clean the brush. So let that dry. It's going to dry a lot lighter, but I want to fix it, so take your headphones off. Right, I've just reclipped, keep it nice and flat. If you have any questions, just ask, but you have to realise that I'm sort of in a state of flux with painting at the moment, with the watercolours. Right, I'll put in a background. Now I'm going to use I'm going to use my number 6, my new Pro Art number 6 mop to put in a background. Beautiful, beautiful brush. So, just a bit heavier than the sky, a bit of that blue and the red as a background. Okay, that'll do. We can put in some harder blue. Let's just dot it in. Forgot I've got my houses there. Just go round my little houses, the back of them, put red roofs on them, then they'll show up a little bit. Well, that's my background, basically. And then we'll put in a couple of fields, just the bushes showing. Okay, that'll just be a background there. And now that's dry, we'll put in a bit of a canopy. Let's put some blue and some alizarin behind. Okay, now a bit of sienna now, because this is obviously a wintry sort of scene. Just some burnt sienna. There's a bit of umber in there as well. And a bit heavier. It's usually, these colours are just, they're not saturated. A bit of Payne's grey. So the light coming this way, so we'll put a bit of shadow on that side. A nice warm sienna. That's a bit of colour. Okay, so let's put in some nice green now. So a bit of hookers and a bit of Payne's grey. I did have some artist quality of the hookers green. I think I've probably used it all. A bit of that nice yellow. Right, let's get in. I want some nice dark green, so I'm going to use Payne's grey to do that, and a bit of sienna in it. Warm it up. Okay, over the other side. Well, just flopping in some ivy growing up the trees. I love using these mops. Now I want some bit darker umber on there. So I'm mixing umber, Payne's grey, sienna. Just get a bit dark. Shadow. Right, okay, that's better. Right, let's put in some don't want too much of this. That's all snow. We'll put a bit of shadow on it, of course. Okay. I could do with a bit of thickening up in here. Right, clean the mop. Squeeze it out. Never pull your hairs. You see what I did to my head? Pulling hair. Joking. Look, just make a nice point with it. Right, okay. Now I'm going to do these figures. I'm sort of use this large mop because it's got a beautiful point on it. So I'm going to put in a bit of red and a bit of yellow. Let's just don't want it too bright. So just get the small one in first. Try and make sure he doesn't lean. Let's get a bit of a dark head. Got a hood on. Okay, plodding through the snow. Wood. I will make him a little bit, the other one a bit bluer. Now, if you've got on the same eye line, the heads need to be about the same height, and it's the feet that go down in perspective. And I'll just put a bit of grey on one side of that because he's a bit bigger. Right, we'll put in a little bit of shadow, so let's have blue and red, a bit of base grey, and to making this up. Just a bit of shadow in there. Right, now shadow colour, just blue and red, and we'll and bit of shadow, and some more. Right, okay, I'm not going to do much more than that, I don't think. Maybe let's do that's a bit of shape, but very weak this here. Right, I'm going to let it go. I'll put a couple of birds in. Right. Okay, we'll put that in the mount, we'll have a look at it. Clean the brush first. Squeeze out. I've got a great big water pot there of about, I don't know, a couple of litres, 2 or 3 litres. Probably near 4. Show you it. There it is, great big pot. Probably an old massive pill pot or something from some health shop or other. Okay. Put that on the top. Now I've kept this as absolutely simple as possible. Plenty of colour in the foreground, but this blue, I'm always going to put it in the cottages, wasn't I? I won't bother. Won't bother. We've persuaded them anyway. Okay, let's put that on there. Keep all that lovely white. So going home. So there we are, another very simple snow scene. I've preserved most of the light area on the foreground. Showed some fields in the distance. Could be Surrey Hills. Right, I'm quite happy with that. Makes a change. Let's bring it around. And okay, well, thanks for watching. Bye bye.